Bitcoin trend shift just started, and this perfect retest we are seeing right over here will fire Bitcoin up towards new all-time highs anytime soon here, and I'm just calling it live here on video. We are seeing pretty slow markets, but I think a major trade setup is forming for next week, and I will dive exactly in what I'm planning to do on Bitcoin next week. We are seeing some very important on-chain developments. We will dive into that and way more in today's video. But first of all, I would really appreciate you guys to follow me over on X to never miss something throughout the day ever again in crypto, and I would really appreciate you guys to subscribe over on my YouTube channel and like this daily update video. And let's dive right away into the charts for now, because what we can see is that Bitcoin has been perfectly breaking out of this inverse head and shoulders pattern, and I'm gonna deep dive exactly in why this is a very important breakout for Bitcoin. It is just not like we are seeing just patterns getting breaking out, but it is the theory behind it. Why? What we can see with the inverse head and shoulders chart is that we put in a low, that we put in a lower low, and that is a really bad sign, but that Bitcoin pushes towards the upside and managed to make a higher low before breaking out. After that, we are seeing a higher high, higher low, a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and a new higher high expected soon. That is why this is a really important retest, because this pattern breaking out just means that the trend is shifting back in towards an uptrend on Bitcoin, and we are seeing a major uptrend in Bitcoin, and that will mean for a major money flow back in crypto, and especially Bitcoin, of course. What we can see is that we are perfectly bouncing from off this neckline, and that is a really important line for Bitcoin to hold. Also, we are sitting at a really important low. This low is pretty important. If we break this low towards the downside, we will probably see a further next leg down for Bitcoin. But right now we are perfectly getting supported by that low. If we managed to get supported and break some structures on the lower time frame, which I will dive into in later this video, towards the upside, and we can see Bitcoin breaking above and confirm this support on the lower side, I only expect new all-time highs anytime soon for Bitcoin. It is just how the market works. It is just trend, just structure of the market. If we see a higher low getting created, a higher high is probably next, and that is exactly what we have been seeing on this breakout on Bitcoin. And of course, this is the second retest we are doing. That's not the most bullish thing, but it is also not bad for Bitcoin. We're just hitting some new orders, some new institutional levels. We are getting some new entities getting in crypto, and that will cause for a major expansion towards the upside, even bigger than we have been seeing right over here. So I'm not thinking that we will just break a new all-time high above the $130,000, but I really think that the $200,000 is really in reach for Bitcoin in the upcoming months. That's on the higher time frame, but on the lower time frame, we are seeing a really boring market. We have been talking about this market a lot. I talked about this very important support zone. We dumped exactly from the resistance I talked about back into that support zone. We got supported, but right now we are not seeing the right confirmation to open up a trade yet. But when I'm opening up a major trade on Bitcoin, if we can get supported, which we are doing right now, and if we manage to break towards the upside and break this red line towards the upside with a candle open and a candle close, and if this happens and if this unfolds in the market, I will keep you posted about my next trades in the market over on my X page, over on my daily update videos, but also in my free Telegram community with the first link in the description. So please make sure to join that one as well. If we see a breakout towards the upside, I'm longing Bitcoin with a pretty aggressive amount towards the upside, because I really think that if we can trade this move towards the upside, a 3% move is inevitable for Bitcoin, and we will probably see a $95,000 Bitcoin within next week. So if things unfold like I want to in a market, we can open up a really big position in on Bitcoin. if you want to get involved in those trades, please make sure to follow me over on those socials to never miss a trade ever again. The only thing you need to do is just follow me over on my socials and look out for my setups and trade them over on WeX, the best exchange out there. And I would really appreciate you to sign up on WeX through the second link in the description. You will have the best trading exchange out there, and I'm giving you the setup. And that is exactly how we crushed the market here in the last few months here. Then if you look at some very interesting on-chain data, we can see that historical speaking, Q1 and Q2 is not really interesting for Bitcoin. We are in a earlier consolidation, and that's pretty common. Most of the time, Q3 and Q4 are very interesting for Bitcoin. That is the end of the year volatility. For now, it's just the beginning of January. Volume is maybe not what we want to be, but volume will kick back in by the end of January, February, and that's exactly when I think Bitcoin could rally further towards the upside. So maybe we won't see a Q3 and Q4 run here, but I think that February and March could be very bullish for Bitcoin. Why? If we look at the yearly lows we have been creating here, the market makers are just playing with us, and they are just accumulating more and more Bitcoin to rally it towards the upside. So ending with that, I would really appreciate you guys to follow me over on X to never miss something throughout the day in crypto ever again. And I will see you tomorrow by a little bit longer daily update video. And let's dive right away into the chart for then. For now, it was a little bit a shorter update, but I would really appreciate you guys to see tomorrow by a brand new crypto daily update video.